Hello my 3D printer peeps, I'm here with the Anycubic KOBRA S1 Max. Let's go ahead, get it out of the box and ready for setup. Please avoid using anything overly sharp, you just don't know what's beneath this cardboard. Looks like the only thing beneath the cardboard is the user manual. You won't be needing this, you've got me. Remove all the foam. Look on the packaging for this tab. Grab it and peel. Yeah, all the way around. You were doubting this is going to work also, weren't you? With this strip removed, grab the handles and lift. Go ahead and get this off. You should be left with your machine sitting in the base of cardboard and foam. If you have a partner, just pick the machine up. I don't, I'm going to tip it over. And push it off. Ditch the plastic. And stand her back up. You'll notice she's got handles on both sides. Kudos Anycubic. Every single large format 3D printer should have these handles. Actually, why can't every printer have handles? Do it. You might notice there's a minute amount of tape on this printer. If minute was a synonym for ass ton, let's go ahead and get that tape off. When you remove the cover tape, the cover protection sheet of plastic is going to come with it. Be prepared for that. It does appear the geniuses screwed the handle on over the plastic. If you can't yank it out, you'll have to unscrew the handle to get it off fully. I just did the best I can because I'm not unscrewing my handle. Continue with the tape. I would do one side. And then peel that whole side across. Your screen does have a protector on. If you want to take it off, that's up to you. Let's get this top safely aside. Grab this block of foam, gently move the cable chain aside, and work it up off the hot ends rods. Inside this foam, you need this box. You need this cable and this cable. Cut this zip tie. And this zip tie. There is some blue tape here on the front and here on the side. Here inside the machine is the Ace Pro 2. There are two large zip ties. Snip them both off. And pull them out. You may now go ahead and reach in under there, grab the Ace Pro, and remove it. And there she is, the Ace 2 Pro. These large brackets need to be removed. Inside this box, you'll find some Allen keys. Start with the screws attached to these. I would seriously consider using a real tool. Remove the 2 screws. Pick up the Ace Pro mount and dispose of it. Make sure you recover the screws and dispose of them. Do the same in the back. Yeah, it's a little tricky. Make sure you've got the screws. They were thread locked. For a temporary screw, that's a little unusual. Unlock the bed by removing the remaining 3 screws with yellow arrows on them. 2 in the front, 1 in the back. There are no pieces to remove, just the 3 screws. Do peel off this arrow sticker from your build plate. Staying inside the machine, remove any blue tape you can find. Here is your camera. Check your lens. Mine had no coverings or lens cap. Yours might. In your toolbox, spot this bag and open it. Of course, by open it, I mean remove the bag from the bag. Don't open this. Place your finger in the notch right here. Push it down and pull it out. Place this carbon bag in the cubby. I am going to add a low-profile USB 3.2 drive. This card, 32 gig, 64 gig, 128 gig, any of these sizes will be fine. Pop the card in the slot, and you've now got a large chunk of removable storage on your Kobra S1 Max. If you'd like to install the external spool holder, we'll do that now. In your toolbox, find this bag and this part. Place it right here and install it with those 2 screws. Find this component and this component. Insert it like this, all the way, and twist. It will lock. Position it over the mount and firmly slide it down. I put a ton of pressure on it, and that's as far as it went. It is quite secure. That's your external spool holder. If you'd like, you can leave this arm in place and remove that portion to save space. Then simply reattaching the arm should you need it. We will now install the Ace 2 Pro. I prefer my AMS type units on the side. Anycubic instructions will inform you to install it on the top. For this video, we will do it on the top. Replace the cover. Unlock the Ace 2 Pro. Open the lid and take everything out. That's it. No silica bags to find, no tape to remove, just one bag of parts with PTFE tubes and a sample piece of filament. Remove the tubes and dispose of this pathetic sample. Please use a real spool of filament to test your printer. In your toolbox, find this bag labeled for return detection module and find your return detection module. Insert this PTFE into the module, slip it into the notches behind the machine, and install the 2 screws. Don't overdo it. This piece is plastic. It should be firm with no jiggle. You'll notice this harness dangling from it. It fits right here, directly next to that adapter. In your toolbox, you will find a 4-pin to 6-pin cable. Attach the 4-pin directly next to the 6-pin. That 6-pin cable goes right here on the Ace 2 Pro. Take the PTFE tubes and plug one into each coupler on the rear of the Ace 2 Pro, and plug each of them into what the manual calls the blockage detection assembly. It does not matter which tube goes in which hole. With all this done, plug in the Ace 2 Pro and the S1 Max, each with a single power cord. 0 is off, 1 is on. I will first turn on my Ace 2 Pro. I will then turn on my S1 Max. It's worth noting up is on for the Ace 2 Pro, down is on for the S1 Max. Your S1 Max will beep and present the setup screen. We'll do that in the next video. I'm Mr. Greg, and you're on 3D Rundown.